What's up, YouTube? Jimmy House here with my special guest of the day, Fernando Dominguez. So today's video is something a little bit different. I decided to change up the scenery a little bit and actually go back to my old high school to get a leg workout in, to get a squat workout in. And since we're both graduates of Mountain Ridge, and also both on the squat record board, which I'll put a picture in the video for you guys to look at, Fernando and I, thought we'd just be the losers that go back to high school and I just hey, don't stop it! I was gonna use that. Okay.
Keep going.
Okay. Anyways, but in all reality, we're thinking about possibly getting some motivation from all the football players that are training at the same time as us, and possibly maybe even have those guys get some motivation from us training together. So, it was a cool experience to go back to Ridge and, just be in that environment again with the music bumping and the weights slamming together and just, kind of feel the vibe and let it transfer over into our workout. What did you think of the...
Oh, I thought it was an amazing time. There was a lot of energy. A lot of those high school kids were really, especially when you were going, stopped everything, stared. You'll see in the video, too, when he goes for, 600, 645, 655. Everyone just stands up and starts staring, and one of the kids, mouth just drops. But it was just a lot of fun to go back there, feel the energy, have that same look. I mean, that squat rack you squatted in is what you actually broke your record in, set the record in. So it was a lot of fun.
So the idea for today's workout was, when he tested to get on the squat board, he had to rep out 465 pounds for anywhere from 1 to 5 reps, and he ended up getting 4.
Yep.
I believe he got 4 his senior year. So today he was attempting 465 pounds again, about 3 years later for max reps to see how much he's improved since. And then for me, my senior year, I tested for the school squat record with 485 pounds, and I got 5 reps with it. So today's goal was to match those reps with the most weight possible, and today it ended up being 600 even. So that was a cool experience too, just to see the 115 pound increase over 2 years or so, matching the reps. Just like I said, a real cool environment to get back into, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Post any comments down below. I'm going to be doing a Q&A video here next week, my very first one. So I'm collecting a bunch of questions from everyone. I got a good amount of them so far, but if you guys have anything for me, let me know, and I'll answer them to my best ability. Hopefully help you guys out a little bit. Enjoy the video.
Alrighty, warming up here. Nice touch of chalk falling down, looking like snow. Want to thank my girlfriend Marissa for her sick video taking skills, making that pop. Warming up 225 here. Moving on to 315. You can see the varsity football players having a meeting in the background as I'm warming up. Quick little vid of my little proteges, Parker and Brendan, sporting my How Strong t-shirts as they do their football workout. 3 wrestlers in the video now, including the gentleman in the maroon shirt. Back warming up with 405 pounds. Got Fernando back there spotting me as the football team's working out, doing their stuff in the background. Got Parker benching 135 like a boss. Nathan Sewin, state runner-up, giving him the spot. And then if you see here, we are looking at the record board. We got my name up in first, and then Fernando tied for third. Mine up there with 485 for 5 reps, and Fernando with 465 for 4 reps. And we have Fernando here going to try to break that rep mark with 465 right here.
Come on, Nando.
And as you can see, you get Fernando finishing up with 8 reps. He pretty much breezed through most of that set, so that's double the reps he got his senior year. And in reality, he probably could have got that same 8 reps with 475, 480, something like that too. He has powerlifter conditioning, so he got tired after like the 5th one. Just kidding, Fernando. Anyways, back to my senior year. Just a quick little video that I was able to get. This is the squat testing for the school record, May 2014, 485 pounds for 5 reps. And moving on to this past week, June 2016, 600 pounds on my back here, aiming for those same 5 reps.
All day, let's go! Oh, yeah! Ready, come on. Go, Jimmy! Come on. Up, big chest, big chest!
And after the 600 for 5 reps, I got a little bit too confident and decided to go for a 5-pound raw with Rats PR. And just with the squat, honestly, I just kind of got scared at the bottom, and I didn't want to risk sneaking it with the fear of failure in my mind. Probably shouldn't get in a habit of doing that, but rather get the weight up with a half squat than fail in the hole and rely on other people to save me. So just wanted to play it safe there. So enough with the reps. Back with the knee sleeves here. Gonna do some of my back offsets. We're gonna start off with 500 for 5 pause reps. Pause reps are probably my favorite exercise, hands down, for just overall strength and explosion. I mean, not only in the squat, but overall just strength and explosion in general. I just really love the feeling of sinking down into the hole and having to hold that position for, you can manipulate the number of seconds you're down there, but 2-3 seconds, something like that, holding that position and having to restart all that energy and momentum to get back up again. I believe it develops the best type of stop and go power, especially for the squat. So if you guys are seeing plateau in your squatting and wanting a way to get it back going again, I suggest try to incorporate pause squats into your workouts. It's hard to say, maybe like something like 70 to 75% of your 1 rep max and work from there. And lastly, for you powerlifters out there that find yourself having trouble staying tight on the descent of the lift or down in the hole, I suggest doing pause squats, because you're forced to once you take your big breath in and you want to hold that tightness down, you have to not only hold that tightness on the way down the lift, but you also have to hold that tightness for that 1 to 2 to 3 second pause at the bottom. So it really is a good way to train your body to stay tight through the whole entire lift, which will ultimately transfer over, into your heavy 1 rep max, 2 rep max stuff, and should pay huge dividends.
Lightweight, baby, come on.
No, yeah, mine! That's going to wrap it up for today's video. Real fast, I wanted to touch on the title of the video, Remembering Your Roots, and why I think that message is important. I think with anything you're doing, with anything you're pursuing in your life, remembering your roots, remembering where you came from before you got to the point in which you are now, is very important for several reasons. For one, it keeps you humble. If you remember, wherever you started from, whether it was a low point, just a basis point, wherever you started from when you're in the process of pursuing your goals now, It's always something that keeps you humble, that reminds you that you weren't always the best, or you weren't always as good as you are now at something, and it reminds you that there's always room for improvement. Also, it's a great way to keep motivated in that you look back to the place of where you started, and you look at where you are now. Even if you're at a point in your life where you think you're not making any progress, and you think you're starting to plateau, and you're not seeing the type of movement and progression that you want to see, you can always look back towards your roots, and those roots and that starting point will remind you. Ignore Matt's phone in the background. We're gonna keep going with this. Ding! Cookies are ready. Why do they do that for iPhone text messages, man? Like, what happened to vibrating? Anyways, like I said, remember your roots. And if you look back into your past, and you'll know where that root is, and you'll see how far you've exactly come throughout the way. For example, for me, that squat record I did my senior year, that's the first type of any record that I've ever set with lifting, and I believe it's a big key as to why I even had the motivation to pursue a sport like powerlifting, and break the records that I've broken in my year and a half of competing in the sport. So, you never know what opportunities come up and what opportunities spark a new hobby, a new passion. It's just important to always keep your mind open, and like I said, remember your roots.